fascinating overview for next year in which you're not all that hot on office estate or in commercial real estate, but when it comes to retail, you're actually market neutral.
Yes, we are, and we've been that way throughout the challenges that the retail market has faced this year. It's interesting, if you look at the retail market as a whole, clearly there are rapid changes that are coming as a result of the e-commerce preference of shopping for the consumer. But with that as the backdrop, retail incomes in the private real estate market have increased 2.2% this year. And if you look at the 10-year historical average, it's equal to the 10-year historical average. Now, there's different levels of performance throughout the retail sector. There's the mall sector, there's the high-end luxury sector, there's the neighborhood and community sector, and those are performing differently, and we have preferences in that regard.
Yeah, and geographic preferences as well. So where do you like retail in the US, in Europe, both? And you say tenant selection is very important, so what kinds of tenants are you going for?
Well, you're right. Tenant selection makes a big deal when you're choosing retail today. I think the tenants that are doing the best in this current environment are tenants that are omni-channel, that have bricks and mortar as well as are offering e-commerce solutions for their tenants, or for their customers. I also think that they are retailers that really understand the value of that top 10% of their customer base. The top 10% of the customer base drives about 50% of overall sales. And retailers have figured out that if they can determine what that customer is going to buy before they walk into the store or they click online, they can have a basket lift of about 20%, which translates into some significant growth for that retailer. And then lastly, retailers that are offering good apps, good service, and loyalty programs are the types of tenants that we like in our retail centers.
Todd, talk to me gateway versus regional markets. Which ones do you prefer?
Well, retail is different than a number of the other sectors. The retail market is really driven by incomes and population. We do prefer gateway markets as a whole in our real estate portfolio, but retail in some secondary markets can be actually quite good because incomes and population will support a retail center's performance.